Um, how is the day going on so far?
Yeah, my day is going good, sir. My younger one got
Okay.
leave today. She's at home,
Okay.
and I was about to make her sleep, and she was
Okay.
asking me, "You have to tell me a story about kangaroo." So I was narrating a story, and I asked my dad to take care of her, and I joined
Okay.
this session 3 minutes
Oh,
late.
okay. No problem. It's fine. So you kind of make up stories. You have this habit of creating stories on the spot because generally children ask you to tell stories, like tell me a story of a rabbit or of a kangaroo, right? And we may not necessarily know a story of a kangaroo, so sometimes you have to make something up on the spot.
Yes. Kangaroo has the pouch, right, sir, in its
Hmm.
stomach. So
Yes.
she is fond of that pouch. She wants
Okay.
to be with me always.
Okay.
So she is resonating her with the kangaroo
Oh,
and its kid. So it is
kangaroo.
kangaroo,
Kangaroo. K.
kangaroo.
Yes.
Okay, kangaroo.
Okay.
So she always says that I must be a kangaroo to be with mom always. And I always tell her, so you are like this only now. Only thing is you are going to school for some time. That's all.
Hmm.
Remaining time you are with me.
True. You know, the animals that have a pouch in their belly, like a kangaroo or a koala bear, they are called marsupials.
Marsupials.
I'll just write it in the chat section.
Marsupials. Okay.
Animals that have
Marsupials.
a pouch around their belly and they keep their young ones inside the
So,
pouch.
so
Yeah.
with that, I have to narrate a story with two kangaroo kids, like
Mhm.
her and her sister, and
Mhm.
somehow they have to within the pouch. So like
Okay.
this, I have to fabricate and tell her story daily.
Okay.
For my elder one, now Mahabharata story is going on. I
Oh,
have to
nice.
tell all the things, and Krishna, she likes Krishna, Lord Krishna
Mhm.
very much. So she wants to hear what is his contribution in Mahabharata, and
Mhm.
I finished narrating about Krishna's birth and
Okay.
what had happened after his birth and how he
Mhm.
moved from that jail, that prison to the somewhere else. So
Hmm.
everything I was telling my elder one.
Nice, wonderful, and it's amazing how we share these stories from one generation to another generation by narrating the stories to the young ones. But I'm so glad to hear that you are narrating all these stories to your daughters because this is uh, a losing skill or a skill which is fast getting what you can say
Is
uh, we don't see it anymore. This
mm,
is what I'm trying to say. We don't see that
okay.
anymore. Parents telling their kids stories, rather stories from the Mahabharata or the Ramayana, right?
And
Yeah.
she is fond of Hanumanji also, and she has
Okay.
finished watching the Hanuman whole series,
Hmm.
and she knows what had happened after a scene. So she's
Hmm.
that much interested, and somehow she's towards this cultural, religious, and
Hmm.
devotional, basically
Okay.
devotional part.
Okay, that's nice. Wonderful. And what about your lunch? Did you have your lunch?
Yes, sir. I had my lunch around 1 o'clock. I know that I have a class at 2 o'clock,
Hmm.
so I finished my food and I fed my daughter as well,
Hmm.
and I made her to sleep, and I have
I
given.
made her sleep.
I made her sleep.
Yes.
No, no, I just fed her, and I
Hmm.
somehow managed to fabricate a story.
Okay.
And now I just asked my dad to take care of her.
Okay. So you were trying to make her sleep.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
I was trying to make her sleep.
Yes. Nice. So
And my
today,
younger one speaks very good English. She
hmm,
knows how to use else and all. She
okay.
started using else, and I was wondering, wow, else, where to use and how to use. But she
Yes.
doesn't know the meaning of that sentence, but
Hmm.
she knows where to use and how to use and all.
Okay. Yeah, she must have heard it somewhere, maybe her teachers in school, or maybe
Yes,
when you are talking to some tutor. And kids pick up things so quickly.
so
They
quickly.
learn like this within an instant,
Yes, sir.
right? And not just the good things, sometimes they also pick up the bad things, and that's why we have to be, as parents, people have to be very, very cautious about what you say and how you behave in
Behave.
front of the kids.
Yes, demeanor
right?
is very important in front of
Exactly,
them.
exactly. The tone is also important.
Important.
We feel that they are not listening to us, but
No.
it's not true. They're observing
Yes.
everything,
We,
every
we,
minor
we,
detail.
I cannot murmur anything to my husband,
Hmm.
even in the kitchen. She
Hmm.
just shops her ears and she's more observing what are we concentrating. So, what are we talking, conversing? So, we have to be very careful.
True. Especially when the conversation is an adult conversation, or it's something
Yes.
related to family, or something which is
Family,
not age appropriate for
trip,
them.
even sir, trip, even anything.
Hmm.
See, whenever she studies something, and we thought that we usually think that okay, she's studying, she would not give importance to our talk, but
Hmm.
she does that also. She tells me, "Amma, what was that you were talking with your dad? What was that about?" But I don't
Okay.
say that it's none of your business. You please
Hmm.
I explain her what
Hmm.
was our talk and why we had that conversation. So
Okay.
she's part of our family, so she should know
Hmm.
everything what is happening in and our family.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
my husband tells her that see, it's not needed for you now. But
Hmm.
I don't think so. But she has to know everything
Okay.
according to
But
her age.
sometimes we also have to make sure that we do not pass our opinions about a particular family member to the children. Is what I think a mistake that many people make. Let's, for example, this is just my observation
Uh,
that a parent does not get along with a member of the family, some other member
Okay.
of the family. So if you talk ill, or if you talk badly about that particular
Correct.
member of the family in front of the child immediately interprets that, oh, okay, my mother doesn't go along with this, so this person is
Yes.
bad. So
Bad.
the
Yes.
mother's opinion or the father's opinion becomes the child's opinion,
Opinion.
which
Yes, sir.
should not happen, because the child may have a different opinion. Their relationship could be totally different, right?
Different. Yes,
So
of course.
this is a very thin line that a parent, I think, must
Must.
make sure that
Yes.
not passing on your opinions onto the
Opinion.
children.
Correct, sir. Correct.
Yeah.
You're 100% correct. But sometimes I fail to do that. I
Hmm.
sometimes talk about someone in front of my daughters. Then I realize, oh, they are here. I should have
Hmm.
not talked like this. But
Hmm.
somehow I just manage. Somehow I somehow fabricate,
True.
and I come to a conclusion that they are good people.
True.
It's just an assumption according to me.
True. I mean, you can't be careful all the time.
All the time.
Sometimes
Yes,
you
sir.
do such things. It has
Yes.
happened with me in my family as well. I have a nephew, my sister's son, and I try my best to avoid saying anything problematic or controversial in front of him. But sometimes it happens that you
Happens.
go with
Yes.
the flow.
When they point out that particular point, then we
Hmm.
realize, okay, it came out of our slip of the tongue.
Yes,
So,
it was like a slip of tongue. True.
slip of tongue. Okay.
Nice.
Sometimes I feel that I am not able to walk the talk.
Hmm.
See, sometimes I must have told my daughter that you should behave like this, but
Hmm.
sometimes I failed.
Hmm. To
I was
behave in the
not.
same way.
Yes, I started behave in the wrong way, but it has to be changed.
Hmm.
See, at that time, I really feel embarrassing to
Hmm.
advise her.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
was not able to advise her. You should behave like this. You should do
Hmm.
like this because I was not doing that.
Yes. Yes. It feels a little bit hypocritical,
Hypocritical. Okay,
right?
that means
That
that.
hypocritical means you tell someone to do something,
Okay,
but
but
you
we are
yourself
not
don't do
showing.
it in your life,
Yes, of course.
right? So
Mm,
you tell anyone to always speak the truth, and you go and tell ten lies in a day.
in a day is.
Yeah. So that is being hypocritical.
Yes,
Yeah.
but see now I have to advise her, so I
Hmm.
am changing my mindset that you should behave, you should think
True.
so that she has to follow you. So
Hmm.
I'm just transforming myself, but it takes a lot of time, sir. It is not going to happen overnight.
Exactly. No, it's a learning process, a learning curve for a parent as well, because it's a challenge to be a good parent,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Absolutely. Today, actually, I wanted to talk to you about a very interesting topic.
Okay, sir.
Um, the other day, I was booking a ticket to Bangalore. I'm traveling to Bangalore at the end of the month. And I was in this dilemma. Should I take a flight, or should I take a longer route and book a train ticket?
Mm,
And with after a lot of contemplation, I decided to book a train ticket because I
Okay.
haven't traveled in a train for a very long time, almost seven,
Mm.
8 years now.
Okay.
So I just thought it's fine if I have to invest a lot of time, or maybe I'll spend a lot of time on
Mm.
the train, but I will enjoy the journey, maybe have a different feeling of travel. So what is your opinion on this? Which mode of transport do you enjoy more? Do you like traveling in a train, or do you like to take flights, or do you like to travel by bus? What is your
I have
opinion?
traveled in flight only once, sir.
Okay.
So far, and the train also is not that much convenient. Not convenient. I haven't had that opportunity to travel in train
Hmm.
much.
Okay.
So now after marriage, we are traveling by car most of the
Hmm.
times. Sometimes once in a while, I got the opportunity to travel by bus.
Okay.
But my mode of transport is bike along with my husband.
But that must be in and around the
Short
city, short
distance
distances.
is by bus, sir. I
Hmm.
usually like to go by bus,
Okay,
but
you prefer
not car.
bus.
And having said that, we are traveling by car recently, not recently, more than 10 years.
Okay.
But I don't like that.
Why don't you like a car?
So it's full of covered, so I feel that suffocated.
Hmm. Hmm, hmm. You don't
So
like the air conditioning of the car.
yes, sir, I don't like
Ah.
it.
Some people get motion sickness because of
Yes,
that.
nausea
Hmm.
and even
Nausea.
that and the suffocation, I don't like.
Hmm.
I have to just open the window, just watch the outer side and enjoy the scenery. That is my habit.
Hmm. Once you go outside the city premises, then obviously you can take down the windows, because inside the city there's a lot of dust and pollution. That's why we generally prefer
Yes,
to keep the windows closed, right?
yes.
Yeah.
But he gets disturbances when I just down the windows,
Hmm.
because the external air disturbs him
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
lot. So
Hmm.
it usually is not happening.
True.
So we go with that closed form, and
Okay.
when we near to our village, we I
Hmm.
usually down the window and I enjoy my
Okay.
village.
Okay. Pull down the window.
Pull down the window.
Yeah, because down itself is a preposition and we generally don't use it as a verb.
Verb.
So you
Okay.
use it as a phrasal verb.
Down
Pull down the window
window.
or roll down the window. Initially, there used to be in the old cars, there used to be
Uh,
those rollers, right?
Ambassador Fiat.
Ambassador and everything. So
Yes.
roll down the window was the
Okay.
phrasal verb used.
Yes, sir. Tell me your thing, sir, about train. That
So the fascination that I have with trains is that there is so much happening.
okay.
Even at the railway station, when you travel in a train, you can see the landscape change outside. You can roam around in the coach, in the compartment. You get to meet and interact with a lot of co-travelers,
Mm,
co-passengers. That doesn't happen on a flight because everyone is either wearing
yes.
their headphones, and once you sit in your seat, there's hardly any movement that you can do.
Okay.
Even the aisle is a narrow one, and the air hostess is always busy going back
Busy.
and forth.
And it's
So
also a prestige issue to have a talk with a neighbor.
exactly.
We usually don't break the ice when we travel in a
Hmm.
flight, right, sir? And
True, true.
when I traveled, it was a gang of 10 members, so we
Okay.
made the train up to us, and it was our flight. We considered that, and we roamed here and there, and see, nearly 4 children, 4 or 5 children were there.
Okay.
So then
Okay.
you can think of that, then
True,
how it
true.
could be.
Hmm. Is this when you went to Uttarakhand,
Yes,
Jim
sir. To
Corbett?
Delhi is
To
from
Delhi.
here to Delhi, and return also from Delhi to here.
Chennai or Coimbatore?
Coimbatore
Coimbatore to Delhi. Okay. Yeah, true. Plus, you have to reach the airport 2 hours in advance
once.
for all that security check-in and baggage check-in and everything. So I find this whole process. I have traveled a lot in aeroplanes, in flights. So I find that whole process very boring. There's nothing happening.
Boring.
Very
Yes,
boring, right?
of course, correct.
Although it is a very convenient mode of transport because it you reach your destination within,
So,
yeah, within 1 hour or 1.5 hour, if you're traveling inside India. But I don't. So
okay.
that's why I booked the train tickets, just to enjoy the journey.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's see. I will be
Did you like it,
traveling.
sir?
No, no, I will be traveling to
Okay.
Bangalore
Okay.
at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Last, I think
Mm-hmm.
28th, 27th or 28th of February, I'm traveling. So let's see.
So anticipating for that.
Anticipating. And after almost 8 years, I'll be traveling
Okay.
in a train. So that is also something I'm looking
Okay.
forward to.
Okay. My younger one hasn't traveled so far in trains.
Okay.
She has traveled it by flight, but she hasn't even entered the train so far.
Okay. So
And she
you
has been
don't have
asking.
a lot of train connectivity near Coimbatore?
So Coimbatore train facilities are there, but
Hmm.
we don't have that opportunity or
Hmm.
that plan
Hmm.
to go for train. From
Hmm.
here, we have to go to Salem, and
Hmm.
there we have to get down and go to some bus stand or some
Okay.
other. No connection is there from Salem to our native place.
Okay.
No, no village, my
Hmm.
village.
Hmm.
So again, we have to take a bus.
Hmm. So you
So
have to hop on different vehicles
yes,
every
sir.
time.
Hop on and layover, right, sir?
Hmm. Layover. There's a
Yes,
layover.
layover. So it is not. It is. It's a cumbersome for us to
Hmm.
just to change the mode of transport
Hmm.
when especially we are going with children.
Hmm. Maybe if you make any plans to visit some other city, maybe
Cities.
Chennai or maybe
Chennai.
Bangalore.
Yes,
So that is.
Tirupati and is before her when she we went to Tirupati, sir.
Hmm.
Like before 5 or 6 years before COVID time. That time we
5 or 6 years ago.
ago is five or
Hmm.
six years ago, and that time we booked a train and we enjoyed a lot. Like
Okay.
20-25 members we went to
Okay.
Tirupati.
Okay. Nice. Wonderful.
Mm.
So yeah, and also apart from the pantry car which is available in the on the train, there are a lot of vendors who sell some food items, some
So
snacks on trains, right?
yes.
Especially when you pass through a station, the people who are localites, they jump onto the train, they sell their food, and then they get down on the
Mm.
next station. So that
Yes.
is also something very interesting.
Yes,
So
sir,
let's.
see, instead of buying, instead of watching them, instead of observing them is a real thing.
Exactly.
Just enjoying their voice, their
Yes.
sound, and is their the technique to get down and get up
Hmm.
on the. It is very interesting.
It is. It is absolutely. So yeah, this was the topic I wanted to talk about, modes of
Okay,
transportation.
modes of
Since,
transportation.
hmm.
Okay.
Do you have any plans for the summer vacation this time around?
No, so now it's February, March, April, 2 more months, and
Hmm.
they usually don't book any trips during summer, so it
Okay.
would be very crowd that time. I don't know. So my husband told me that this month end we have a plan, and I don't know whether we are going or not.
Okay.
We usually go like 4 or 5 families together, sir,
Okay.
by
You
booking a
travel in a big
van.
group.
Big group is
Hmm.
by booking a van.
Hmm.
We usually go to some place and we
Hmm.
enjoy there 2 or 3 days,
Okay.
and that is sweet memory. Uh, we get to know each other and we have a time to just chit chat. We don't want to do anything. Just
True.
we mingle and we
Hmm.
play.
Hmm.
And
Hmm. Hmm.
evening time, irrespective of the ages, we play and see like this.
Hmm.
Anyone can play and anyone can be the master, be the leader, and just enjoy the trip.
Nice. Wonderful. I hear
And
Kerala.
we give the opportunities to the children also to play along with us, and we
Okay.
just let or else we put them aside. You please watch us. We are playing. You have to stay quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, and we need such family get-togethers once in a while,
While
right? Otherwise,
yes,
the
sir.
bond it never flourishes, and it's important to have that recreational activity. You get to know,
Yes.
as you mentioned, you get to know more about the family members, and
Yes,
yeah.
and it's about friends, sir.
Hmm.
Friends, and we appreciate each other.
Yes.
Here we don't get any appreciation within the family, so out of family,
Okay.
we get a lot of appreciation, and we come to know what are we doing now
Hmm.
currently. So they ask me about my channel, about
Hmm.
my learning, and I ask them about their job, and also like 5 ladies together, we just
Hmm.
talk, talk, talk.
a lot of to and fro of the information, a flow of
Yes,
information
sir.
happens.
Yes.
Right.
And we usually say our gents that you have to take care of kids and you please
Hmm.
go out and play with them. It's our time. We have to enjoy.
Okay.
Mm,
True. So you kind of give them the responsibility. You entrust them with the
yes, and
kids.
also children must be they must be busy with their other children's other
Hmm.
friends.
Hmm.
Everyone is there and they are meeting them after a long time, so they also have something to discuss.
Hmm.
So obviously they are also busy and they do their own work. And
True.
we usually share some books recommendations, and I usually bring some books there also. And when I
Hmm.
find time, I just relax, and by watching the scenery, I read something, have a cup of coffee, and
Nice.
yes.
Wonderful. Have you been to Kerala?
Yes, sir. I have
You've
been to
been to Kerala.
Kerala.
Okay.
During my college days,
Hmm.
I went there once or twice, and after
Hmm.
marriage, I did not go. I haven't gone there so
Okay.
far.
Yeah, because I
Have you
heard
been to?
Kerala is a good place to visit during the summertime because there's a lot of greenery there and many
Yes.
people do visit.
Here, mountains are there, right? Sir? Here,
Hmm.
Ooty, Kodaikanal,
Hmm.
Nilgiris, and Kunnur
Kunnur.
side, Valparai, like this. They would plan.
Hmm.
My husband's side friends, they would have a deep discussion, and they would plan. And it's just we have to go and enjoy. That is our
Yes.
responsibility. That is our job.
True. True. All
Okay.
right. Wonderful. Good conversation we had today.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
as always.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining. We will meet
Okay,
again
sir.
sometime.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Bye
And I
bye.
have booked two more sessions, and yes, I'll sir. What shall we discuss to next session, sir? Any grammar topic or
Yeah, we will
because
discuss some
yes,
grammar
sir.
concept.
Yes, sir. You please tell me what can we discuss so that I'll prepare something and bring it, sir.
Shall we prepare conditional sentences or phrasal
Okay.
verbs?
Okay. Conditional sentences first, then we'll go for phrasal verbs, sir.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you, sir. Okay, sir. Bye.